Alright, hello everyone. This is going to be a tutorial for my mod, which is VR Backpack, which is the first chapters of me recreating Mage VR. I'm gonna go to the backpack now and show you all the functionality from it, because there's a lot of features. The first thing you will need is a big leather backpack, of course. This backpack, you require to have this equipped to be able to have access to the inventory management. So you just need to pick one up. You go to your normal inventories and equip it. And when you do so, you're going to have a token that's going to be added to your inventories. You can go to the inventory, find the token and equip it. It's on the left hand right now, and this is the token. And when you actually put the token inside one of the holster, you will now be able to draw the backpack itself from that holsters from VRIK. The token is a knife, so if you want to put it over your shoulder like I just did, you will need to have knife allow to holster over your shoulders. Now the backpack itself, so you can see the performance here. My CPU frame time is at around 4.2, and with it there's almost no difference. It is extremely performance friendly, so it doesn't it should be able to be used even in like the worst situation in the middle of white run and stuff like that without much impact at all on your performance. So there's 4 compartments of the VR backpack. You got the top compartment, which is the tabs, which are the 11 tabs that you usually see when you go in your inventories, and you have the utility tab on the left, which is function for the icons in the middle. You're going to have the information tab at the bottom, which is going to have a 3D preview right here, information and a bag of wording. And you're going to have the main compartment, with the 9 slots for items to show up. And you got your weight, which is your maximum weight, and how much weight you currently carry, and your goal and page change. So if you go see in the tabs, I'm going to show you some stuff. So if I go here in food, as you can see, I have 3 icons that's going to show up. The icons that's used inside this mod, you can use the normal Sky UE icons, but if you have the boobies and the ones coming with I4, which are the ticks and other one, they will show up inside the backpack, which are nice because they have colors, they have a lot of different icons, and they look pretty good. So it's going to make better looking inventory management, of course. So whenever you go in your backpack and you're looking at it, information, all the items going to show up here in the slots. You can see whenever one show up, as you put your finger on it, it's going to light up. It's showing you how something is about to be selected or is in the crosshair of your hand. Triggers is pretty much for selecting an item, and grab is for picking up the item out. I selected apples. As you can see, you got a small name under it, the banners for the short names. On the left, you got the numbers of the slot, and on the right, you have the amount of items inside that slot. If you go down there, you're going to have a 3D preview, which is not physical enable, of course, it's just to see it. You got the full name, you got the class and type, and you're going to have information about it with the weight and values and stuff like that. If you go on the left and you want to have some stuff, some functionality, you can sort name for sorting out the equipment you have. You can go with class, you can go by weight, and you can go by value. As you can see, all of them is already like pretty much similar. It doesn't change much, but they will be if you go there. If you go here on equip, as of right now, I have nothing equipped, but if you go to equipment, you can see the same thing here for the equipment. I have the ring here is not equipped right now, so what I can do is I can click equip body, and it will equip that ring on my body. If you show up here, now there's a blue ring. The blue ring show equipped items are equipped on you, and white those are not equipped on you. You got equip left arm and equip right arm. Be mindful, if you equip something on your left arm, it will remove your backpack as you're equipping this item right now. You can set some items as favorite right now, and they will show up inside your favorite screen. So when you go up there, they will be selected as such, and you can move them around. You got more equip on top in case you end up with a lot of like equipment. You can this one is toggleable, so you click on it, it stays white, and all the equipped items will stay on top on the first page or the second page too. Now, inventory management. As you can see, I got 5 eyeball. To actually get items, I can go up to pick up any items I want in the world, drop it in the backpack, and it will go inside the backpack, pretty much. And if you take them and you just throw them over your hand, over your shoulder like VR can usually does, they will also go inside your backpack as usual, and they will
Stop
show up
shoving,
there.
would you?
Things you can do too. If you want to pull an item out, as you can see, it just show up as I put it over my shoulder. So it is connected to VR eye case and all those stuff. So if you want to move things around, a good thing is like for grabbing items up, you can grab once and you can see you got a light green and the item's gonna show up in your hands and you can see now I have 4 apples. You can put it right back up if you want. You can throw it over your shoulder. It's gonna go back over there. It's all connected for it. Now if you double grab, it's gonna be a darker green. And now as you can see, I got all 5 apples in my hand, which I can throw it right back up in there. Inventory management. Now if you want to move things around, if I go here, I got one of them. I can grab one, take it out, and put it there. But if I don't pull it out of the backpack just lightly so, you can see there's a yellow ring. I can drop that item everywhere I want inside the backpack, so I can have item placed wherever I wish so. If I take one same here, I can do that. As you can see, it split itself. So this is one of the things about this, the features. I want it to be able to be manageable as much as you want. If you grab one from the apple and I move it around, I move 1 apple. I grab 1 apple and move it there, and I can have apple everywhere I want. I can move one here, and now I got 2 splits at 2. What I can do also is grab both apples and drop them. Probably missed that. If I grab both apple and I drop it in another one, all the 3 apples were actually fully taken in my hand and will turn on that stack. Now it's become 4. Now what you cannot do, if you take all the stack of apples and I drop it here, it will swap the items around. And you can see here, I got 1 apple. I'm just gonna split that up. I can swap things that are one-on-one without a problem. But if like I try to swap an items that's got 3 of them and an items that's got 4, it's not gonna work because you need to have something that's working. But if I grab all the waters and I swap it to the apple, it will because I'm moving the full stack of it. So it's about understanding how much items you're grabbing with your hand and moving them around. Now, if you want to have multiple page, you just need to have a full page. As soon as you have a full page, it will show you a second page, and now you're gonna have the stuff here. So you can grab an item from anywhere, go on the other page, and now you can drop it on it. That way you have a full page, and you can move around stuff on other pages. And I can just sort everything. If you sort things, they will all stack up together again, so it's make it easier to manage. So be mindful of that. And this is pretty much it for the main inventory management. As you can see, you have your normal tab, so everything's going to show up there as usual. Now, as you can see, I have all the information here. Bag of hoarding is something that could be really features I added to this game myself. If you ever want to move a lot of items by yourself without having an issue, or if for some reason you have some equipment that do not have a 3D mesh, as in VR, we want to move things around. Sometimes some armors don't have 3D mesh. And if you pull them out in the world, they just disappear. You can put them in a bag of hoarding. The bag of hoarding is pretty much a bag that can hold up to 10 different items. So you can grab one item, drop it in a bag. Now it's become white. You can take as many items as you want. Drop it in there, one of those. You can take all the stack or just one. You put it in there, and then when you have all those items in, you can put only 10 type of item only. You can grab the bag, pull it out in the wall, and now you have this bag with have inside of it all the items I was talking about earlier. Oh, I put the carpenter's bench. If you click on it, nope. Sorry about that. If you search, here you go. Now the items are showing up, and this is pretty much my own way to do things with this. Now, if you grab your backpack again, you can take a bag of hoarding with equipment inside of it, drop it inside of it, and all the items inside the bag of hoarding going back inside your backpack. So it's easy to manage stuff like that, fairly easy. The bag of hoarding himself cannot be stored as is a container, but if a bag of hoarding is empty and you leave to sell, so I'm going outside. When I'm gonna come back, this bag's gonna disappear. If they are empty, they're meant to disappear. They will stay there until there's a sell reset. You have to be mindful that I think until every 30 days in Skyrim, except for home and certain special place like that, items get reset in dungeons and stuff like that. So if you leave one in a town outside or in a dungeon and you come back later and it's been like more than a certain amount of time, it will reset and the bag of hoarding will be gone, of course. So this is it for the main inventory management. As you can see, you got a split function. This is mainly for gold. If you go for gold, you got a lot of gold, of course. You click on it, and I got 500 of it. If I click on split, a split window is going to show up. It's going to make it easier for moving this certain amount of money and just pulling out 300 instead of you got a stack of 100,000 golds. Well, maybe like 10 or 20,000 golds, and you just want to take 1,000. Well, taking items one at a time is not really manageable, so you have a split screen for that. And you got to delete them. So if you want to delete items, you can do it. So you don't have to throw them out in the world or stuff like that. You can really get rid of them. Now, another features I added to the backpack is the doll tab. Well, the doll tab is pretty much a mannequin inside the backpack. And this one will have a little bit more of performance effect because you have a full doll or full mannequin showing up with the currently equipped items from the player that's going to be there. There's a couple of information like the player's name, level experience, how much for the next level, and dragon souls and skill point accumulated. And you have a bunch of slots, squares, which represent where you can actually equip a multiple amount of slot in Skyrim. So if you click on any of those, they're going to show you the information from them. And sometimes you have like rings and other wigs and stuff like that. They might actually show up there, so you know exactly what your players is actually equipped with. And they're going to be able to be available and what yourself look like. And on the left, I don't have much for utility, so I decided that I will add all the skills, the level for them, and how much they're advancing. As you can see, the sneak is starting to advance online, so this is information for yourself. And this is pretty much it for the tutorial for how much the backpack work. I hope you guys gonna enjoy it. Do send me feedback whenever you can, and I will do what I can to help and fix the bugs, but I am working on the next features of this Mage VR Reborn, which is the spell book with the spells, and hopefully later on the quest log with interactive maps and stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoy it.